So we wanted to discuss any questions that came up from working on this piece. And I think probably the first question we all had was pronunciation, which is having a play come from a different language. It's written in English, but having words in Chinese was a challenge for us at first, and the dramaturg helped us with that. And we tried to stay consistent with the pronunciation. Did you guys think that added any value to what you were reading? Did it kind of get you into the feel of China, if you had those words to have?
Definitely, yes. Because I guess if you had made the choice to change the words to something more American, it wouldn't still feel like a Chinese play at all. It just would have been any other play. So yeah, that was definitely a good choice.
I definitely felt like it contextualized, like it gave you a sense of setting more so than if you changed, because I assume Shen Shen translates as just some sort of some special warrior. So if you would have just changed it to like a knight instead of Shen Shen, then I probably it would have felt like different kind of place really.
What about the use of the word magic here? We sent out a prompt to all of our playwrights, foreign and domestic, for magic, and what do you think about the use of magic here? How it, I guess, later on we'll compare it to how the other plays use magic, but what did you think of the playwright's take on that?
And the take on science.
Well, I kind of, the take on magic is kind of interesting because it kind of enters in with this idea of finding real magic and kind of leaves you with this sense of magic is something that we create, and it's like I feel like the message trying to get across is that everyone kind of needs to have a suspension of disbelief to kind of like enrich their lives. I guess it's kind of what I walked with. I mean, at first it was definitely some concern about the information, like talking about knowledge. Like it kind of felt like they were saying something towards you don't need to know this, but in reality it was more talking about like a belief in the non-existent to help you.
Yeah.
Sort of. If that made any sense.
Yeah. I think it was really valuable looking at the progression of time and how in modern times we believe less and less in fictional magic because we have so many more explanations for things. And I think it was really useful to see that from this Chinese playwright's perspective because you know, the more we do know, the harder it is to believe. And it was cool that the main character in the story managed to discover that for themselves.
It's a lot like clapping your hands and believing in fairies.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good parallel for this, you know?
That's true. Thank you.